So hi, and welcome to Dev Pieces. I'm Philip, and today we will do something a little bit different. Instead of doing a review for our framework or our programming language as we did previously, I thought that we might just sit down and write a game. But not just a normal game. We will use Redux for it. Redux, for those that may not know yet, is a state container that allows us to create very consistent applications. It is very popular in the world of web applications, but I think it might prove useful today also. Okay, so before we jump straight in, I just wanted to thank you all guys that helped me and provided some feedback on my last videos. It helped me a lot, and I think I will be getting better, but I think I will need some time also. So anyway, thank you for all the support, both on the Slack and the community forums. So without further ado, let's just jump straight into our little game. So in fact it will be a snake game, and as you can see, I have prepared some initial code here. But before that, let's just go to the package.json and let's see what we are using here. So we are, in fact, will write our application, our game, or anyway, with TypeScript, and to compile it or transpile it, we will use Webpack. And to understand TypeScript, Webpack needs some loader, so we are in fact using the awesome TypeScript loader here. Also, we are using Redux, obviously, and the source map loader for some debugging and this kind of stuff. Okay, so that is all for our package.json. We are in fact also prepared some npm script. This is the watch script that is just running the webpack with the watch parameter. Okay, so whoa, that was a very big fly. Anyway, anyway, so this is the webpack with the watch parameter. So that's it for the configuration stuff. Let's just run the webpack or the npm run watch, and we already have some errors, but those might be overlooked because some typing errors, so that is not our concern here. We are making games, so bugs are required for it. We will release some DLC later. Okay, so let's just get back to our index.ts, where this is the place where all the code will start. And as you can see, we are in fact using the create store from Redux. We will have some initial state for our game. We will create some reducer that will manage that will choose appropriate action and change our state. And from this reducer, we will create a store that will contain the state and allow us to dispatch some actions. Here we have some listener for the key press event. We will use that to change the direction for our snake. We are in fact using the canvas element from HTML to display the graphics of our game, and we are in fact using the 2D context. We might opt for WebGL, but for the simplicity reasons we will use just the 2D. It will be just fine. And lastly, here we have the render loop that will be managed by the browser using the request animation frame. And instead of doing, also for simplicity reasons, instead of doing a real-time game loop, we are going for the fixed amount of time. And here we are just painting next frame of our application every 400 milliseconds. Okay, so that's it for the introduction to the code. I will just proceed to write our game using Redux and TypeScript. I will fast forward this process and we will talk a little bit about it after I finish. So without further ado, let's just start typing. Okay. Okay, so we have the majority of the functionality written already. So the snake is moving and we can control its movement with our keyboard, as you can see. So unfortunately, about half of the footage that I have recorded of writing this game has been removed by my system, so you couldn't be able to see the whole process. But let's just go and see what was written. And actually I will not be writing any more of this application. So we have our snake moving, and what is missing is of course the items that the snake can eat, and also some collision detection. So you can write this yourself using REDUX, of course, and the code for this will be available in the GitHub repository. The link is down below in the description, and other than that, let's just go and see what was written here. So we have our event listener for the key press. We are listening for the W, S, and A and D keys, and we are dispatching appropriate action. This action is changing the direction in the state by using four functions to right, to left, to top, and to bottom. Those functions are defined in the direction utils, and both four of them are actually created with just one function, that is change direction function. This function takes the direction and the counter direction and is choosing the appropriate direction. Because we cannot move from every direction to every direction, we can only go to this direction that is not the counter direction of our current one. I think that makes sense. We cannot, for example, go from left to right because we just can't. So, and then other than that, we have the move action. This is in turn managed by the move function that is created in the move utils. This is actually the most complicated code here. So the move function takes the snake positions and is mapping it for the new positions. Actually, for everything but the snake head, it is just reassigning the position from the previous ones. And for the head, it is choosing the direction that the snake is moving, and is choosing its new position for it, using these four functions. So also this is the most complicated part, but it's also very simple. So just as this whole game. So other than that, the last thing that we should talk about is the paint utils. Paint board defined in the paint utils, and it is just painting the board obviously. So quite a lot of magic numbers here, but we can deal with it. We can create we can create a DLC for it to remove them, and not a patch, a DLC, paid one. So here we have our snake positions, and for each snake part or position or something like that, we are choosing the file style, and we just paint a wide rectangle for each piece of the snake. The file style is here because I was thinking about maybe choosing another color for the head, so that would be easily distinguishable from the rest, and we can easily create a logic here. I forgot about that actually. So, but the code is in the description, so you can write it yourself. Yeah, so that's the paint function, and actually that's everything that was written here. The REDUX actually make the composition of the code very easy, so everything should go through the dispatcher, and that's very convenient here. So we have some actions to change the position, to change the direction. We have some listeners that are dispatching those actions that are chosen in the reducer, and we have the move action that is dispatching every frame. So actually very simple. It's not that different from the usual code, and by usual I mean the normal code that would every developer could write, but with Redux this actually was very painless. So I'm not saying that writing a snake is painful, but with Redux that was actually very nice. So without further ado, let's just end this video here. As I said, you can use the link in the description to write the extensions, the DLCs. Thank you for watching. Check out my next video, my previous video actually, where I used React in the server-side code using the Next.js library. Very fun and very useful framework actually. And other than that, thank you for watching, and we will see each other next time. Bye.